What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock and also the overall market. We've been in extreme fear for a couple of months due to the tariff news. And I was telling people on this channel that I don't think this is anything like 2020. I think this was completely overblown when you compare this to the 2020 pandemic, where the economy actually shut down for 30 days. And I really thought there was going to be a whip back pretty quickly as soon as you had some good news come inside of the market, around tariffs. And that's exactly what you're starting to see the past week or so. Good news after good news about trade deals, lower tariffs than anticipated, and stuff like that. And the market is starting to bounce back. But the good news is the market is still significantly off its highs right now, guys. If you look at the two indexes, the IWM and the QQQ, we're talking 20% down on the IWM as of right now, and also about 13 to 14% on the QQQ. We are still in, pretty big correction territory, almost a bear market in small caps right now. And I believe SoFi is going to be one of those companies to whip back extremely fast, especially to that level we were at, about $18, mid 18s, guys. I think we could literally get to that level immediately because this stock is sold off for nothing, correlated to the company. The company is closing deals left and right, guys. I think there's a chance that this stock is finally going to make its way up to all-time highs this year inside of 2025. And we know that the all-time high is $28 back when the company went the SPAC route to the public markets. I'm really liking what I'm seeing inside of the market. I think Anthony Noto has a lot of good things going for him, especially with student loans right now. SoFi is about to take all of the market share inside of student loans. He said crypto is getting really, really close. If they announce a crypto, launch pretty soon, that's going to be amazing heading into earnings. And of course, guys, we're seeing loan platform deals left and right. $10 billion worth of deals close inside of 2025. I think we're going to see website traffic clear a new all-time high inside of Q2. And guys, be prepared for that 1 million member mark. It's going to be coming inside of this year. And once they start to clear over that 1 million member mark, you're going to see more referrals start to happen. And we're going to clear into the 1.5 million member mark. Guys, I think SoFi is significantly undervalued for the past couple of years. I've been looking at tons and tons of metrics. It doesn't really matter what metric you look at. This company is growing extremely fast every single year in any type of environment. High rates, low rates, it does not matter. I don't think tariffs are going to slow down SoFi at all. You know that SoFi likes to guide conservatively sometimes, but I think Anthony Noto's comments that he said 2025 is going to be the best year in SoFi's history. I think this is the year SoFi unleashes everything together. Guys, we are 2 trading days away. We have Friday and Monday, and then the earnings are on Tuesday. 2 days left. Place your bets. It's time to roll. I think we're going to go a lot higher from here. Be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, because everybody thinks I'm just throwing around price targets for the views, for the hype, I'm taking this more serious, guys. I'm putting a bottom end on my 2025 price target right here. This is the bottom end that I think we're going to clear. Just in case anyone does not believe, that I'm true to what I'm saying, I will shave both of my eyebrows off if SoFi is not over $25 by the New Year's, guys. Bet the farm, okay? That's what I'm talking about, okay? That's how we're moving into 2025. All this tariff nonsense BS, guys. 25 is the low I'm betting on right now. And of course, I still think we can clear a lot higher than that. $28 is the all-time high. And I think the $45 management bonus compensation package, I think it's going to hit because everything is building up all at once. We have a slingshot heading our way, guys. I'm telling you, there's still a lot of short sellers in this stock. There's going to be nothing to stop this stock from going up pretty soon, guys. When you put in the scale of growth, the members, the profitability, EPS expansion, guys, we're looking at like a 10 to 12 times for 2026 right now. That is absolutely insane. That's a company having no growth at all, zero growth, when in reality this company could be growing 30% plus the next 2 years. All right, guys, and here's the stock right now. You can see we're up about 5% on the day, another 1% in the after hours, clearing about that 1242 right now. There's just a level that we need to hit. We're going to cover that later on. It's, about 1350. That is like the next gap up. And I think, we may not get that by earnings over the next 2 trading days, but, that's the level we need to break pretty soon. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Breaking news. IWM small cap, as of the close today, is still down 20% from its high. So anyone think they're buying, a massive rally run up right now? That is not true at all. The IWM small caps, that's, kind of like a SoFi, is literally in bear market territory right now. The QQQ is still down 14% from its all-time high, in between a correction and a bear market right now. You're seeing Google come in after hours, have some really good earnings. Maybe some more mega cap earnings are going to be solid. You'll see the QQQs bring it back down to the negative 10% correction territory. All right, guys, and we got some great news. Take a look at this. Federal Reserve withdraws crypto activity reporting requirement for banks. So as you guys can see, the regulation just continues to get pulled back further and further and further. This is bullish for SoFi. It's going to allow them to launch their crypto platform even faster. All the regulations are getting taken off the table. You can see Anthony Noto already said he made 12 phone calls the other week to get this platform up and running, the crypto, and it's most likely going to be even better than before. And you can see they're going to be trying to do a lot of innovative things with crypto, borrowing on your assets and stuff like that. This is really good for SoFi. And I said SoFi needs to launch the crypto either, tomorrow or Monday before the earnings, because remember, we made an announcement on earnings. Even though we had that DeepSeek news, everyone brushed off that Blue Owl deal on our earnings call. So I think we should launch the news before our earnings call. So maybe we'll get something by next week, Monday, before the earnings on Tuesday. So as you guys can see, the news just continues to get better and better for SoFi as it comes to crypto. We've already heard it from Anthony Noto on his live interview just a couple of days ago. He made 12 phone calls the other day. He's moving as fast as possible to get this launched immediately. All right, guys, and look at this. A very, very solid metric to look at is price to sales. I've been following price to sales on SoFi ever since it went public, comparing it to a lot of other growth names, fintechs, and stuff like that. And I always knew that they were undervalued compared to competitors. And you can see we're going back all the way to legacy banking prices on SoFi right now. When you compare them to Bank of America, our price to sales, our revenue to market cap, 4 times compared to Bank of America's 3 times. Bank of America is barely growing. I mean, they are literally at the verge of, 5%, 10% growth for the rest of their lives, okay? We're doing what we need to do to grow at 30% rate for the next 10 years, guys. So you can see, I believe this needs to be a lot higher. At a bare minimum, we should be at like 8 to 10 times sales. With the growth that we're showing, EPS expansion is about to come. That should just increase the price of sales. So guys, you're trading almost near Bank of America, legacy bank that's been around for, forever. I think we should be a lot higher from here. All right, guys, and just take a look at how SoFi has reported on the last 4 earnings reports. What should we expect in 2 days on Q1 2025? Look at this, guys. The last 4 quarters, double beat across the board on revenue and EPS, guys. They just do not miss, as you guys can see. And I'm telling you right now, I think Q1 is going to be an absolute blowout. I think we're going to get the 8 handle potentially, 800 million in revenue. That's going to be a great start to 2025. I'm just looking at how they're going to guide, because we got some big comps we're going up against for that Q2 at about 33%. That is faster than 99% of the software as a service industry right now inside of this market. Let's see how SoFi stacks up against these tariffs. Is it going to slow them down? I'm very excited. All right, guys, so take a look at this. We got all these analysts right now at 18, 18, 19, 20, 20. Jeffries, Citi, Needham, Mizuho. But guys, understand we have the highest rated analyst out of all of these analysts. 127th is Andrew Jeffrey. He's the best ranking analyst covering SoFi, and he has the highest price target at $35. He's seeing something that none of these analysts are seeing. He's explained in his summary that it's all about that fee-based revenue. He put this $35 price target out prior to them closing the $10 billion deals in worth of originations, guys. So this was before the 2 deals closed. So he knew this was coming, it looks like. $35 is his bull case scenario right now, and I think, this dude is going to end up being right. You can see the rankings on him higher than anyone across the board. All of these guys are kind of, floating together, following each other. He's like, no, I'm telling you, this is what it's going to be. Our price to book can absolutely explode from here if we continue to get that fee-based revenue. Once again, I think price to sales at about 10 times is completely fine. If we do 3.5 billion in revenue on the full year, times that by 10, that's $35. So at 10 times is what gets you to 35. I think at 10 times is completely fair with how this company is growing. Bank of America is getting a 3 times. So this is why he's putting up this price target. I just want you guys to see $35 is a real case scenario that we could get pretty soon. All right, guys, and take a look at the options chain on SoFi heading into the earnings. You can see we got tomorrow the close, the 25th, and then next week the Friday the 2nd. And you can see calls right now are pretty low inside of the market for SoFi. This might be one of the lowest amount of calls that I've personally seen on SoFi heading into an earnings in I don't even know how long, over a year. It's going to absolutely tick up for the May 2nd calls next week. Will probably end Tuesday, maybe around 130, 140 is my guess. People are going to buy in on Monday last second. So guys, this is going to be expired tomorrow, and this is pretty low going into Monday. This is what I want to see. A lot of people have just given up on SoFi and are cleaned out of the market because the stock retraced 50+%. This is the time you need to be accumulating as much shares as possible because the $45 management bonus compensation package is still on the table. And I think there's a chance we can hit it if we get 2 rate cuts inside of this year. Crypto launched back into the platform, another $10 billion in loan platform originations, 80 cents EPS 2026 increased to potentially 90 cents by the end of the year, guys. Everything I believe is going to fall into SoFi's favor finally after a long, long journey of just letdowns, bad news, bad luck. I think this is our time. This is our earnings to really shine inside of this market where everyone is pulling back that are, correlated to tariffs due to, supply chains and stuff like that. If you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed doing this video for you. We're going to keep you updated on all the breaking news with the SoFi stock. Be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be live streaming that earnings for you. It's going to be absolutely insane. I believe this is the quarter that SoFi finally breaks out after getting smashed the last 2 to 3 quarters. I don't see a, delayed reaction like we've been getting. I think we're just going to launch to the moon this time. Subscribe to the channel. It's going to be very exciting. Tuesday morning. Let's get it. Have a great day.